everyone, Vincenzo here with a new ukulele tutorial. This week, let's learn one of the most famous songs by Blink-182, I Miss You. This song is quite easy as it only uses 4 chords. They are C, G, A minor, and F. But if you want to challenge yourself, I will show you an alternative way to play the chorus, which sounds very close to the original recording, and I will also teach you how to play the main guitar riff of the song. Having said that, let's start working on the verse. This is the strumming pattern: 3, 4, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, and again down, down, up, down, up, down, down. Let's play it one more time. 3, 4, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. This is the chord progression for the verse. Let's play it using the strumming pattern you just learned. 3, 4, C, G, A minor, G, C, G, A minor, and G, C, G, A minor, and G. Now let's work on the chorus. As you probably know if you follow me, it's better to use different strumming patterns for different sections of a song. Today I'm gonna be showing you 2 ways in which you can play the chorus. One with a simplified chord progression and another one with a more advanced one. But first of all, let's learn the strumming pattern. It goes like this: 3, 4, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. One more time: 3, 4, down, 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 up, down, down, down. This is a simplified chord progression for the chorus. As you can see, you only have 2 chords, but it does work. Bear in mind, in the chorus there's a lot of movement going on, and I mean harmonic movement, because of the bass and of the string section. So even though you're just playing 2 chords, it will sound like you're actually doing more. Of course, that is if you're playing with the backing track or with the original recording. Now let's play the chorus. 3, 4, C, C, show you how you can play the chorus in a more interesting way, especially if you're playing by yourself. So what you're gonna do is combine the part from the string section with the one from the guitar, and at the same time you keep playing the chords. It sounds a bit complicated, but it's not. Essentially, you just play C and F like before, but you make some adjustments. So the chords become C, C over D, C over E, C over G, F, F major with the sharp 4, and again F, but this time you add the 3rd fret on the 1st string. By the way, the strumming pattern doesn't change, but you will have to play more chords. A few technical points. When you play the 1st C, use your middle finger. Normally you would use the ring finger, but if you use the middle finger, it's easier to move to the other shapes. When I'm playing C over G, I'm actually muting the 1st string. You see, I'm doing this with my pinky. It is not 100% straight, so it can block the string. Just to clarify, I'm not doing this, but I'm doing this. This is not fundamental. In fact, if you play the open string, it will still work well. Then, when you get to the F major with the sharp 4, play it using the ring finger on fret 2. So that when you move to the next chord, you use the pinky on fret 3. And one more thing, when I say C over D, I mean a C chord with D on the bass. When I say C over E, I mean a C chord with E on the bass, and so on and so on. These chords are called slash chords. If you want to know more about them, let me know in the comments. Having said that, let's add the strumming pattern to this extended chord progression. And by the way, the symbol that looks like an M means downstroke and the one that looks like a V means upstroke. 3, 4, C, C over D, C over E, C over G, F, F with the sharp 4, and again F. If you've noticed, I've changed chords on the upstrokes. Pay attention to this when I play the entire chorus. 3, 4, C, C over D, C over E, C over G, F, F with the sharp 4, and again F. C, C over D, C over E, C over G, F, F with the sharp 4, and again F. Personally, I prefer this option for playing the chorus, especially if you're playing by yourself. But I would say try both and see which one works better for you. By the way, at the end of the chorus you have 2 measures where the drums are playing on their own. Now you know the main parts of the song, but if you want to play it all, you're missing the intro and the bridge. In the intro, the chord progression is the same as the one in the verse. So if you want, you can just strum like you did in the verse, or you can work out your own strumming pattern. In the description, you can find a tutorial to help you do that. Another thing that you can do is to play the main guitar riff, which is also played during the verses. It goes like this: 3, 4, 1. Let's break it down. So you start with the 3rd string open, then again the 3rd string open, then 2 slide to 4, and then 4 twice. All together, 3, 4, 1. Remember, this riff starts on the 2. Let me play it again. 3, 4, 1. This riff is repeated 3 times, and then the 4th time you add an extra note at the end. So you play the riff like before, but this time the riff ends with the open 3rd string. All together, 3, 4, 1. Cool, so the intro goes on for quite a while in the original recording, but let's just play it once. Bear in mind the riff doesn't change, but the bass plays different notes, so that's why when you play it with the backing track, each measure will sound different, even though you're playing the exact same notes. Having said that, let's play the entire intro. 3, 4, 1. If you want the riff to sound closer to the original recording, play like this: 3, 4, 1. What I'm doing is strumming all the strings, but I only let the 3rd string ring out. This technique is called left hand muting. You can find a tutorial on it in the description. Now let's have a look at the bridge. This is the chord progression for the bridge. It's basically the same as the verse, but it starts from the A minor. Here you can just use the strumming pattern of the verse, or you can play the main guitar riff. Now you know the entire song, and this is the structure. In verse 2, you repeat the chord progression 4 times instead of 3 times. Now let's have a play along, where I'm gonna be playing the riff from the intro using left hand muting, the verse and the chorus, and then you can decide how to arrange your own cover of I Miss You. By the way, for the chorus I will be using the more interesting part I showed you. The tempo will be 110 BPM, which is the tempo of the song in the original recording. Having said that, get ready, you're about to start playing. this tutorial was to give you an overview of I Miss You, so that you can put together your own cover of it. If you want to play it in the original key, tune your ukulele a half step down, or alternatively use these chords. However, the riff and the second way of playing the chorus won't really work with these chords because you need the open strings. Moreover, let me tell you that on my Patreon page you can find the chord chart, the tabs for the riff and for the chorus, and the backing tracks that you need for practicing this. You have 3 backing tracks, one at the original tempo, one slower and another one even slower. Don't forget that if you learned something from this video and you would like to say thank you, you can buy me a coffee, link in the description. And one more thing, on the 11th of February at 6 p.m. Berlin time, I'm running a workshop on how to spice up your strumming patterns. If you're interested in it, in the description you can find all the info about it. That's all for now. Let me know in the comments if you managed to learn this song. And if you want to take your playing to the next level, have a look at my free course here on YouTube and download my free 8-step roadmap, link in the description, that will tell you the exact process to follow to learn the ukulele. Moreover, check out the other links in the description to learn more about the types of classes that I got available at the moment. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my new tutorials. Having said that, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you next week. Ciao!